Hi, I'm Chris from Future Music. We're here on the Elektron stand with Jeng, who's going to show us the new Overbridge. So yeah, take
what
us
is
through it.
Overbridge?
Exactly.
Overbridge is our new technology that we've announced at Musikmesse 2014. With Overbridge, our Elektron Analog series will be able to become part of your DAW of choice, Ableton, Cubase, Logic, which one you want to use. So to demonstrate this feature, we have the Analog 4 here, hooked up with USB to Ableton Live. By doing this, I can send multi-track audio of the 4 tracks from Analog 4 into Ableton on separate audio tracks. So with a USB connection, I can have the audio recorded in multi-track and affected individually. And also in the future, we will be offering a VSTI application where you will be able to automate certain features of the analog keys, Analog Rytm and Analog 4 connected to your laptop or your computer, and you will automate them. And what's the neat feature about it is that when you load other projects in your DAW, that your machine will instantly pick up the correct files and then become a part of your project. So let's say I switch to another project, I don't need to switch, I need to be on this pattern, this sound, these settings. No, the computer and the machine will take care of that. So with the Overbridge, Elektron Analog series becomes a part of your DAW. So that's a really cool feature to integrate in your home studio, recording studio. To show this, I've got a basic pattern here. So there you go, see a simple pattern being played into Ableton track 1 here. Now if I go to track 1, I could maybe add some reverb or other effects like bit crunch and stuff. Whatever you want to add to it is possible. I could now go to track 2 and unmute it, and that's the second bass being played on another audio track. And maybe I could go unmute the third track now. And here we go. That's the third track is being played on a separate audio. Maybe add some different effects. And I still have control over the original sound.
And is Ableton the clock here? If you adjust the tempo there, so Ableton's the master clock for it.
That's right, yes. And at the same time, I still have control over the sequence and the sounds. So I could go to track 4 and tap in like a basic beat. And that is on the 4th track here. And maybe I could put some heavy compression. And ultimately, I can record this session now. All multi-tracked, and while it's recording, I could like jump around with it. This will be all recorded differently. I think this is a great feature to work with our gear that is combined with your DAW of choice. And this will be a free update to all our users. We're planning to release this by end of this year. Currently the USB audio works, but we want to make things not just the audio like some other manufacturers have already done. We want to push that boundary with a VST connection where you can connect, where you can automate certain features here, and actually these units will become a part of your DAW if you wanted to do so. Obviously they work standalone, but yeah, it just enhances the workflow if you prefer to use computers.
And what about if you've got multiple units? So say you've got, you know, the Analog 4 and you've got another
Rhythm,
unit,
yeah.
Multiple VSTs, same VST. You know, how is that going to work?
I mean, obviously this is work in progress right now. These are the issues that we need to iron out, and these specs will be released as soon as possible. But on the Mac, as some users know it, you can combine audio drivers. So if I had an Analog Rytm here and plug into another USB, I can set it up in the audio MIDI settings inside the Mac OS and combine them together. And yeah, theoretically it should work. But these are the things that we will figure out in the coming future.
And you said Mac OS, I mean, because sort of Macs are quite helpful at doing multiple audio interfaces.
is,
and stuff.
yeah.
What about Windows users? Is this...
We will have to see into that. I cannot give a straight answer to that right now. Yes.
Okay.
But obviously, we'll work for singular units. That's 100%. But for multiple units connected at the same time, that is something that we will see in time. But I'm pretty confident that what I've heard from the developers that there will be some solutions for that. Yes. Yeah.
And the roadmap for the VST before the end of the year, are we thinking?
Yeah, that is our plan. By the sometime in this year, that we want to release the full Overbridge package free to our users. So getting an Elektron unit is an investment. As you already know, we have had the Analog 4 for over a year now, but in this year you've had the polyphony update, the Plus Drive update, which was free, and now we're giving a VST connection, which is free. And imagine this using the Overbridge with the Analog Rytm. You have 8 voices, 12 tracks of analog drum synthesis being recorded onto your DAW. This is, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And finally, it also begs the question, you know, once you've got a VST that controls this, how long before we have a VST that has its own sounds, that no hardware?
I mean, we as Elektron, we like building standalone instruments. We like the man and machine contact. This is very important for us. We are offering this upgrade for people around the world who like to use computers. We have a lot of users who don't prefer to use computers, they just use it for recording. But, or some even record it to tape, other means of recorders. So we are just trying to, you know, help other users out there that you know, they wish to use a computer in their setup. But yeah, we are currently not planning to do like a VST Elektron box. We like doing these boxes.
So when we come back next year at Frankfurt Musikmesse, there's going to be no...
I mean, if there is, I'll be honest, I will be disappointed.
Okay.
I am not a computer person. I really like hardware, electronic music instruments. And as far as I can see the future right now, we have got very interesting things coming up in the distant years, yes.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for your time, man.
Thank you very much.